What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Lethal Lightning here, and I'm back with another video. And this one, I'm going to be talking about EA and some good news coming from EA this early in 2020. This could be a year of a possible redemption arc for EA games. That would be pretty cool. But this is actually some really good news for gamers. So Respawn's CEO is rebranding DICE LA in a leadership role and plans to make new original game. This is some really good news. So Respawn co-founder and CEO Vince Zampella is taking over DICE LA with plans to rebrand the studio and start work on a new game. So for those of you who don't know, DICE LA is kind of like I guess you could describe it as like the support studio to DICE. Now, DICE is most famous for making the Battlefront Star Wars games and the Battlefield games, so that's probably where you know them from. A report by the LA Times says that under Zampella's change, DICE LA will likely adopt a new name by the time of their original unannounced game releases. Zampella will also continue to lead Respawn for the foreseeable future. Fantastic news. So they're going under a bit of a rebranding as he takes over the leadership role, working on new games while staying in charge of Respawn. Respawn, in my opinion, is probably is the best studio under EA. Like, there was times where I used to say they were too good to be with EA, and I kind of maintain that. You know, like, they put out hit after hit. You know, obviously Jeremy, he's a big fan of the Titanfall franchise. Apex Legends is a good game if you like battle royales. If not, probably won't get into it. And of course, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. You know, that was a raging success. I'm yet to start playing it. I got given a free copy, and I'm looking forward to getting into it. DICE LA will operate separately from DICE Stockholm. DICE Stockholm is like the main DICE, basically, as well as Respawn and, to an extent, the parent company of EA. Zampella plans to lead DICE LA into a brand all on its own, complete with a new image and original content. I love that. That's fantastic. When he says new image, I'm getting the impression that, you know, like, EA is known as the bad guys in gaming. You know, they're like the most anti-consumer company there is. Like, there are so many stories of how many times they've dropped the ball. I don't want to get into that personally because it's already out there, but this could be the start of them going back to, you know, being a good company again and putting out good quality video games. So we have a comment here from Zampella. I think that's how you say his name, and he says, "We want people to say this is a destination you can go to make new content. I think we've gotten into them branding that they can do a support studio for DICE Stockholm. I think the rebranding is important for showing people, hey, come work here. We're going to make some amazing things." That's the perfect attitude. That is the perfect attitude for this man to have. You know, I'm going to say it right now. I honestly believe that this man should be given control of more EA games that aren't sports games. You know, we remember when EA came out and said that no one wants single-player games, and then they kind of proved themselves wrong with the success of Jedi Fallen Order. This is the man. You know, if this man can start working his way up the ladder of EA, who knows? Maybe in a few years he'll be CEO of EA. Who knows? And then can you only imagine how good that would be? Let's continue. When EA shut down Danger Close Studios in 2013, I remember that, they brought over several of the defunct studio former developers and formed DICE LA, which has primarily been operated as an extension to the Stockholm-based DICE. With Zampella taking over EA Chief Studios Officer Laura Miels, I think that's how you say her name, DICE LA will embark on a new creative direction. She then goes on to say that I think under Vince's leadership, the expectation is to have them work on and create a game on their own, she said, and I genuinely believe that he is going to help guide them creatively. Perfect. He is going to help them further fortify and build out their own talent and team. I think we're going to have a really good, strong studio out of our Los Angeles location. They can go from a support team to a full standalone studio and create a new game offering. This is a great start to the year, this really is. Zampella says that release of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order freed up his schedule and allowed him to work with EA and DICE LA's new studio head. Now that Fallen Order is done and out there, it's okay, and what's next, he said. Well, there you go. Like, this is really good news. Like I said, if he can just put out another great game, which I'm sure he will, building his own team out of this rebranded studio, DICE LA, but it will be rebranded. If this game is a hit, which I'm sure it will be, because it will probably be a focus on a story single-player game, he's gonna he's going to start moving his way up the ranks. You know, like, I can remember when EA games were good. I really can. I can remember when you saw the EA logo on a PlayStation 2 game and you're like, yeah, I'm going to buy this. I'm going to buy this. And as time went on, you know, EA, they just became known as like this really scummy company. Not to say that I think they're the only ones like that. I could name a few more. But I really think this is the start of a possible redemption arc. And, you know, the way I see it, if it is, fantastic. Fantastic. We're getting better quality games that are more pro-consumer. And if it's not, we're stuck with the same old EA. So I can't see it being any worse, honestly. But I can see it getting better. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow this whole thing will implode. Time will tell. But this is a fantastic start. But that's just my opinion. What do you guys think about this? Do you think this is a good thing? Do you have any hopes for this? Do you think this is going to crumble? Let me know in the comment section down below. Be sure to subscribe with Geeks and Gamers. Check out geeksandgamers.com. Share the video around. Leave a big thumbs up. All that good stuff. I'm Lethal Lightning. I want you all to have a fantastic day. And I'll see you in the next video.
Hey everyone, it's Jeremy from geeksandgamers.com. And if you're a fan of Geeks and Gamers, please go to our website. Visit our merchandise store. We have t-shirts, hoodies, hats, beanies, tank tops, and in the very near future, we're going to have many more products for you to choose from. So thank you for the support. We appreciate it. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.